They want their salaries paid. Has anything been heard of or been spoken to, or have they even been communicated to by officials at the union buildings? Mbalenhle Mthethwa, I'm not sure if you can hear me right now.
Early hours of this morning, we've been here since 7 a.m. Not necessarily here, but we started with the march at Airways Park in Kempton Park and made our way here on a convoy to just outside the union buildings. And since the last time we spoke, since the last time I did a crossing, with the memorandum of demand has been handed over to the presidency. Earlier on today, we had the police escorting SA Express worker representatives all the way inside, and we followed them and we witnessed the handing over of this memorandum that was done behind closed doors. The media, even though the media was not allowed to, film the process and to be a part of it, we are aware that this did happen. The memorandum has been handed over to government. We understand that SA Express employees are pleading with government to treat them the same way they have been treating SAA, and they're asking for government to essentially help them with regards to, securing their salaries and ensuring that they are paid their outstanding salaries, as well as allowing them access to their pension fund as well as provident fund. But to speak to me more, I am joined by one of the representatives, Ms. Kakane. Thank you so much for speaking to us, Tabsilas Kakane. You have handed it over, and in your demands you talk about how the reason for the liquidation at SA Express is because of the maladministration. Please talk to us about that.
Unfortunately, we are where we are at right now because of that maladministration, and those people are not here. They're not part of us. They're not suffering. They're out there having a good time with their families. The funds were supposedly allocated to us, but they've never gotten to us. It's been 3 months that we have not been paid. The government has allocated pre-funding for SAA for the BRP liquidation process, but we were not given the same. We were not afforded the same treatment. Even now, as we speak, they are going to allocate 2 billion to retrench excess staff for SAA. We are left out in the cold. Final liquidation hearing is on the 9th of Tuesday. We still haven't been paid our 3-month salaries. Our medical aids have been cancelled. We don't have pensions. Should the liquidation process be finalized on Tuesday, we will not even be able to access our pension and our provident fund, which I think is very unfair. We are an SOE. DPE needs to account. We are not here because of our own doing. We came to work and did what we were supposed to do. They did not manage this SOE today that Praveen cannot even mention in any of the briefings. Praveen needs to hold the people accountable, that he talks about that they were selling engines. We have nothing to do with that. All we are asking for is our 3-month salaries, all the staff members to be retrenched before the final liquidation. That's all we are asking. They can do whatever they want to do with Express. Clearly, they have their special plan that we know nothing about, because he has not mentioned anything. We have been seeing him presenting for SAA, Dinel, and all other SOEs, but he never mentions SA Express. And as an SOE employee, I'm truly saddened. I've been evicted from my home. My kids don't have the same luxuries that they had before because of mismanagement of people that still today are not being held accountable for.
So what I hear you say is that you would like to management to be held accountable for what they've done at SA Express, and you also say from other conversations that we've had earlier on today, I hear you saying that you have not your pleas have fallen on deaf ears, and that government has not come to the party to listen to some of your demands. Are you happy with the turnout? We've seen a lot of people come out to in protest against what's happening at SA Express. Please talk to us about that.
I'm very happy with the turnout. It's the first time that SA Express employees have come out to request anything. It's not just us here. Even at Cape Town, our colleagues are out there. And I'm not Kimberley. We've got staff members here that drove down from Bloemfontein to be part of this march. I'm very, very glad and appreciate the support from my colleagues. And what was the other question?
You feel that you have been, your pleas have fallen on deaf ears. But unfortunately, I hear that we have run out of time and I have to hand over to studio. But essentially, the gist of what's been happening here is that SA Express workers feel that their pleas and their requests for government to intervene during this process and for them to get what is due to them have fallen on deaf ears. And they have opted to embark on what seems to be this illegal picket outside the union buildings. Earlier on today, we had the police come along and we thought they were going to disperse the crowd. However, they did say that they just insisted and wanted that everyone should practice social distancing, and they stayed around to make sure that this happens. And in the next 5-10 minutes, we will actually be asked to leave the premises because we have been given until 1:15 to be here. For now, though, it's back to you in studio, Arabile.
Look, it certainly does tell the story there that things are certainly rough. Our very own Mbalenhle Mthethwa, they're out in the union buildings as SA Express staff do indeed protest the fact that they haven't received their salaries in 3 months and they're set to be liquidated as an entity. That's SA Express very soon, and they still have not been paid. So hopefully word from government on that one very soon.